The host nation, Ukraine, they also picked their song for Kiev. A lot of eyes were focused on Tayana with her very strong vocals, but in the end it was a rock song by O Torvald who won. The song Time will represent Ukraine in Ukraine. I will talk about it with our Ukraine expert, Sadie Trent. Sadie, were you surprised by the winner?
Yeah, I was actually surprised with the result, considering there was two sets of ties. There was two sets of ties with 5 points, and there was a tie on 10 points. So obviously in Ukraine, the one that takes the higher position is the one with the most televotes. So unfortunately, the favourite Tayana lost out because she gained the lowest amount of televotes. So that is what gave O Torvald the advantage, because they gained the highest amount of televotes, but they weren't the overall televote winners. That was Milovin, but they didn't come close to winning it, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Tayana with the very strong vocals, that would have been a good contender for Eurovision, maybe.
Yeah, she would have, but unfortunately, she done very well in the jury vote, but for some reason she just didn't fare well with the televoters. But it was there was a lot of weird voting going on in Ukraine. There was a few discrepancies, but the juries ranked another one of the Tayana's competitors, Salto Nazad, really low, and Milovin, he only got 2 points from the juries, and he came top from the televotes. So that just proves that what the jury say is not always what the public want.
Was there also, we talked about that with Stefan Gorkum a couple of weeks ago, about Adal in Hungary. There was some tactical voting by the jury in there. Do you think that happened in Ukraine as well?
No, I think the voting did go okay, but I'm still surprised. I'm still really surprised at how the voting turned out. But I think what let Salto Nazad down, who was Tayana's main competitor, was that he pulled some random woman who ended up being some old dancer out of the audience. So I think, sadly, yeah, it was a gimmick, but it was a gimmick that didn't work for him. But yet no one else had a gimmick to use to their advantage. So it let him down, unfortunately.
So in the end, we have a rock song for Ukraine, Time, a very strong visual package in there, and it can stand out in the field of the Eurovision Song Contest in Kiev in May.
I hope it does, considering 90% of the songs that have been selected so far are ballads.
Yes.
And I think having a rock song along the lines of Highway, they remind me of Highway, like with their rock song that they had. I think it will stand out. And as you said, the visual package, they've got it all. But I think what is going to let Ukraine down badly, and I hate to be the party pooper here, that's what's going to let them down is how they organise the contest. I think people are going to look to that and think, oh, they don't want to win it again. They're not going to be able to host it again. So why should we vote for them if they're not prepared to host it, if they can't host it again?
But do you think that will be something that will happen to televoters or to juries voting in May?
I think it's what will happen most likely to the televoters. The juries obviously will still vote professionally. I think, if anything, because obviously it's us, the public, who have taken more notice, and it's us who have got to know the stories a lot better, and it's us who have become more angry with the stories. But again, I hate to be a downer on the situation, but I think it is going to be the televoters who punish Ukraine for what has actually happened. I hope they don't, but I think they might.
When we talk to you as our Ukraine expert, of course, for EC Daily, and you're covering the topic right now as well, do you think everything will be ready in time, as the EBU, as John Olassand still says it will be?
Now, I am pretty confident now. They've brought in Krista Bjorkman from SVT, as we know him from the 2016 contest in Stockholm, the 2013 contest in Malmö, and from Melody Festivalen. So I think with him now on board, I think they can now move quickly. And I know they haven't revealed the names of the people who have replaced Victoria Romanova and Alexander Karabin, but I think now, yeah, we're on the right tracks. Now we've got the hosts and everything. I think now we're on the right tracks. Yeah, there's still a few issues with ticketing, so I understand, but I think we're on the right tracks now.